welcome to another episode of the Master of Hobbit's Beer Reviews. Yeah.
If you didn't know that little reference, that was to David Urban Viking Dowling, or David Urban Viking Tuvar on YouTube, the Urban Viking Ale Reviews. Go check him out, he does some really cool reviews. Fellow metalhead and appreciator of Amon and everything Viking. Just as me, I love it. Viking stuff is cool. So I'm reviewing a beer called Viking Oud Bruin from Nørrebro Bryghus. And the reason why I kind of made that little two-bar style intro, because it's called Viking Oud Bruin. This is a little break from me playing Skyrim. I'm actually recording this on a Saturday because I'm going out, which is crazy because I got Skyrim. It was actually not planned, but I ended up doing it anyway. And I thought I should do Viking themed beer because Skyrim is, and Nords and Sovngarde and all that stuff. It's kind of the Elder Scrolls equivalent of Valhalla and Viking Norse mythology and all, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, Viking Oud Bruin, it's an Oud Bruin, a Flemish style brown ale from Nørrebro Bryghus, and this is the limited release number 2. Now this was made when, back in, what was it, 2008? At Nørrebro Bryghus, and it's on 6.5%, so it's a pretty old bottle. Now, it was made by Anders Kissmeyer, the former head brewer of Nørrebro Bryghus. He's not the head brewer anymore, he has his own little project. But it says here on the back, Viking Oud Bruin. Viking is in Danish. Viking Oud Bruin is a sour Belgian-style brown ale. The base beer was Belgian Bruin, brewed in September 2008 by the master brewer class of 2008-9 at the Scandinavian School of Brewing. The finished beer was then allowed to age for 10 months in Spanish Tempranillo barrels with multiple strains of Brettanomyces and Lactobacillus, resulting in a pleasantly sour, extremely complex, smooth beer with significant oak, winey, and barnyard flavors, malt and caramel notes on the palate, and a clean, crisp, and fruity finish. And the Tempranillo, it's some kind of grape that you use in wine. Yeah, but this should be good. This is Nørrebro Bryghus haven't made any limited beers like this since Anders Kissmeyer was head brewer there, really. So that kind of sucks. But let's get this cracked open. Oh, big cap on there. And I'm going to be using my. Wow, I can smell the sourness already. I'm using my Unibrew tulip for this beer. Oh, I can just smell that barrel straight away. Straight away. It's been a while since I have had a nice sour, because I've been doing all these beers from Sweden. That was not a sour among them, but there it is. It's a nice dark brownish color. I did get some gunts in there a little bit. It's a brown ruby reddish color, as they say on the bottle, I think. No, they didn't. Oh, whatever. It's a one finger beige, kind of almost brown head. Let's see all the aroma. Yeah, it smells like an Oud Bruin. Definitely tartness, a lot of oakiness. I mean, this has been aged since, when was it bottled? But brewed in 08 and aged for 10 months. So it's probably from 08 or 09, so this is a 3 or 2 year old bottle, so that's quite nice. This was the last bottle actually available at my beer store, and I've had it in my fridge for about 3 or 4 months. But a lot of oaky notes. The barnyard is there, but it's more of like that wet hay kind of quality to it, hay-like, but it's not much. I think it's mostly tartness, along with some vinous kind of notes, as it says on the bottle. Definitely oak woodiness, some sweet caramelized kind of dark fruity notes. It smells nice actually. Yeah, some sugary, kind of brown sugary notes too in there. The caramel too, and vinegary notes. Smells really nice. So let's give it a taste. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so oaky. That's a pretty nice sour. And it's actually not intensely sour. anymore. The sourness is kind of mellowed out. It's the complexity that's left. It's still sour, but it's the classic Oud Bruin flavor up front at first. You get that grapey, dark, fruity, sour kind of flavor along with like a caramelized flavor in there. And there's a lot of oakiness, especially in the back end. Yeah, and it's definitely vinous. You get a lot of red grapes, which I'm guessing is from the, what's it, Tempranillo barrels. I don't know anything about wine, I just know that that's a type of grape. But, the tartness is on the milder side. I also get kind of that vinegary, but the tartness and vinegary flavor fades fairly quickly after the first sips, and you're left with a dry mouthfeel with a lot of oaky flavor on your palate afterwards. Because usually the sourness and tartness lingers for a bit longer than this one. This is over fairly quickly. Yeah, maybe like a red kind of berry note there. I actually get a lot of that grapey, vinous quality. The funk is barely there in the flavor, I'd say. It's not as much. You do get a little bit of a hay kind of quality, but it's very toned down. It's aged very well. It's so smooth right now, and you get more of the complexity. It's nice drinking. You also get a little bit of that caramel, and like I said before, caramelized kind of dark fruit flavor. It's really nice. Still, it's not the best sour ale I've had. I still think I like a little more kick in that. So you get like that chicken ass sour face. It's not as good as a Rodenbach Vintage 08 or Cigar City Seabass or Hornbryggeries Oud Handbach or the Dorles Urbia Reserva, but it's still a really nice sour. I mean, rating wise, sorry, for the still pretty solid carbonation in there. But rating wise for the Nørrebro Viking Oud Bruin, I'm gonna give it an 86. It's a really nice sour, and the aging has done it quite well. You can get better sours out there, Oud Bruins, but this is a really nice take on the style, and definitely worth picking up if you still can find bottles of it. And if you have a bottle in your cellar, I'll say drink it now. It's perfect right now. I wouldn't want the sourness to mellow out more, because well, you might do if you prefer that, but I don't. I prefer it like it is now, maybe a fresher, because I like a little more sourness to it. So yeah, an 86 for the Nørrebro Bryghus Viking Oud Bruin. Guys, let me know what you think of it. If you've had it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'm gonna say cheers. And I'm gonna see you guys in the beer review.